So apparently the rules of Halloween are that you always hand out candy to trick-or-treater, so you always wear a costume. You never blow out a jack-o'-lantern before midnight. You respect the dead. You always check your candy. You never take down your decorations before November 1st. You never hurt the innocent. And most definitely, you never smash a jack-o'-lantern. Apparently one other rule of Halloween is you never also open up a jack-in-the-box either. Here's your look at the new Mezco toys. This is the Burst the Box Trick-or-Treat Sam. Mezco's Burst-a-Box is a pop culture-infused twist of one of the most beloved classic toys, the Jack-in-the-Box. The Trick-or-Treat Burst-a-Box features Sam, part pumpkin, part supernatural being. Sam is the enforcer of the rules of Halloween and shows no mercy to those who disrespect his holiday. This fully functioning Jack-in-the-Box is approximately 14 inches when popped. The Burst-a-Box features a detailed head sculpt and clothed spring body, all encased in a tin music box. Investigating first that the Burst-a-Box is what it claims to be at, is 14 inches in height. I'm taking the Ultra Measure 5000 and putting it to the very top of Sam's head. Sure enough, the packaging was correct. Mezco toys weren't fibber faces. According to the readout here, the Burst-a-Box of Trick-or-Treat's Sam stands exactly 14 inches when popped. We're going to switch that over to centimeters, and we're looking at it being 35.7. A little over 35.5 centimeters tall. Mind you, if you are looking to surprise somebody, it's not going to start that way. What you probably will want to do is push Sam back in the tin box and close up shop until some unsuspecting friend of yours, former friend of yours, you give the box to and they crank it open, revealing Sam's pop-up surprise. Speaking of which, I almost think it's a missed opportunity on Mezco's part not to simply package the Jack-in-the-Boxes, or Sam in the box in this case, as the tin in this format. I think certainly from a cost-saving measure, if they had just produced the box this size with the window on the front where you could see the box tin, then the reveal would be when you initially get it home. By already having it fully popped up, there's no surprise. You already know what the character is going to look like. And I think, again, a missed opportunity from Mezco's part. Certainly if you're going to call it a Burst the Box, let the surprise be when you get it home. Needless to say, let's have a look at the tin box here. This, of course, will involve the revolving of the crank here on the side, cycling through the Jack-in-the-Box familiar tune until finally Sam pops up and surprises you. As for the tin itself, I rather quite like it. I almost even think I like it just simply displaying it on the shelf without Sam actually popped out of it. You know, it's a nice representation of what you would almost even imagine if Sam was carrying around a box. I don't think he probably would be carrying around a box, mind you, that has his own face all around it. But I really do like the presentation, certainly, of it. The knob is done in red. I almost feel like it should have been done in black or orange. And here's the various different faces. There's Sam, some early production images of Sam, I guess for promotional artwork. There's the rather familiar Sam standing with his pumpkin or sitting with his pumpkin. And again, you just have that alternating back and forth. The top has Sam's face, and the underside has nothing. Well, it's got Mezco toys, and it has the Burst-a-Box logo down below, and Legendary Pictures 2018. Other than that, though, like I said, it's a nice-looking box. Big disappointment for the fact that they package it already with Sam fully revealed. Now, if anybody who is familiar with this channel, longtime followers, thank you for that, by the way, will probably know that this is the second Burst-a-Box that I had a look at, the first one being Chucky. I also believe that Chucky was the first one that was released, and there may have also been a Jason Voorhees in between those two. I did review the Chucky, and I had a real issue with the box, I think, staying shut. I think it wasn't popping up. That's what the issue was. Every time I was cranking it, this little latch would move, but not enough that the actual door opening would fully open, and then Chucky would pop out of it. So far, so good. Knock on tin. I haven't had any issues with Sam, and I can show you exactly full rotation of how the Jack-in-the-Box option works. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. Get one more close look at the really nice detailing that they put to the sides and to the top of the tin. Now, I've already promised you guys that this is going to work. It would be rather sucky if I was to now start twisting this, and then nothing ended up happening. All right, wish me luck. So we're going to go ahead and start cranking it. I'm going to start cranking it backwards or clockwise, and you should be able to hear the music, and eventually this will pop up Sam. So wish me luck. So here we go. And there's Sam. Successful. Whoosh. The thing about it, though, is I did have issues putting Sam back into the box. I found that I couldn't get the door to latch shut. Then I realized you have to turn it again. Let me just show you what happens here. If you turn it again, you hear that now latch back shut. Now you can close the door, and it stays shut. Now again, this wasn't the issue with Chucky. Chucky simply just didn't open altogether. I think the latch had gone, or maybe the spring inside wasn't strong enough that it really wasn't pulling this latch back, opening up the door. We'll do it one more time because of course we want to have a look at Sam himself. You can do this at a faster speed certainly if you want as well. Oh, and then also just as you turn it, get a look at this little latch. The latch will pull back as the last tune of the melody plays. You can even see it right there. And there we go, Sam pops up. As for Sam himself, it's a nice representation of Sam as a Jack-in-the-Box. So he's got no arms, he's got no legs. He does have his same type of fleece-footed pajama, of course omitting the fact that he's got legs or toes. He does have the little yellow patches sewn in place. And overall, not a bad representation of Sam. I like the face. I mean, the face doesn't have to be... It can, in this case, be a super stylized version of Sam because, again, it's based on a Jack-in-the-Box. It doesn't have to look movie accurate. It so happens that Sam, because he does wear a sack mask, that you can pull off making this look a little bit better than, say, the Chucky ended up being. You can see these stitched-in eyes and very broad stitching that they use for the button eyes. And also he's got the smile across and the stitching up the top there. He doesn't have any of the additional roping draping down from his head. And this is done all in plastic. The body itself is a spring. You can't see it, so you just have to take my word for it. There's a spring there, and a coil here, and a coil here. They're rather broad coils. In between each of the individual coils, there's a good bit of gap, enough that when you are pushing it down, there's enough clearance that everything compacts back in place. And then it doesn't really so much lock in place, but you can kind of hear a little click where I guess as much of the accordion, much of the coil of the spring has compacted itself. And then you just simply close that back up again and lock it back into place. Now again, I just want to show you guys, it's not going to close up shop just yet. You have to turn it one more time and you hear that click. Once that click is there, then you can close it up and you've got yourself the box once again. I personally quite like this, and I think I like this one a little bit more than Chucky. This one I could easily put out every single Halloween, surprising perhaps trick-or-treaters coming to my door. Not sure perhaps if this would reveal to them candy or a surprise. Even though they're coming for necessarily the treats, it's really me that's going to be walking away with the trick. Boy, I got to tell you, there's a big weight lifted off my shoulder for the fact that this actually worked. Having ill-fated experiences with the Chucky Child's Play Burst-a-Box, I really was expecting about the same with Sam, in all honesty. I was thinking as soon as I was going to take this out of the box, I was first obviously going to put Sam into the box because that would be how this all gets started. I would start cranking it and something wasn't going to work on it. Sure enough, I was proven wrong in a good way. And Sam actually did pop out of the Jack-in-the-Box. Although I did learn something along the way. Caring is sharing. Okay, I also learned that Sam doesn't go back in the box and close immediately. when you do push them down, you want to make sure that you crank the dial one more rotation, one more full rotation, so that it does snap that little tab back into place. As soon as that happens, you can put Sam back in the box, you can close up shop for the night, and the door will actually stay shut. If you don't do that, the door's not going to close, and you're going to think it's broken. It's really not broken. Take my advice. Speaking, though, of the Jack-in-the-Box, the Burst-the-Box of Trick or Treat Sam, I quite like this one. I think I like this one a little bit more than Chucky's, honestly. Chucky I would be more compelled to want to put out all year round, and I just haven't put him out since I did the review of him. Whereas Sam has a special place, because he's themed around one specific holiday, my favorite holiday of the entire year. Then I feel more like I want to put this one out, specifically only during the month of October, even though if you've been around my house, I start decorating long before Halloween even starts, or at least October even starts. This one I would look forward to putting out every single year and scaring the bejeebies out of anybody that's coming to my door to ask for some treats. One thing though I will have to say, speaking of the trick end of the treats, Mezco Toys I really think is a missed opportunity by not packaging this one solely in the box. Or in its box, Sam that is. By having the packaging half this length, half this height, I really think the opportunity is better to have these guys packaged in their actual boxes so that when you get them home, you take them out and you crank them for the first time, getting that first initial reveal. By simply packaging them with the fully popped out character, I really think you're defeating the purpose of this being a Jack-in-the-Box, because after all, you like the surprise of not knowing what's inside, even though on the side of the box you know exactly what it looks like inside. Either way though, if you manage to pick up this one for yourself, let me know down below in the comments section what you guys think of the Burst the Box Trick or Treat Sam. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I think I like it a little bit more than Chucky. As far as I know, there was also a Jason Voorhees. Not sure if it was fully released or if it was delayed. If I do end up seeing it, I'll pick it up. So far, we're 1 for 1. The Chucky didn't work. The Jack-in-the-Box of Sam did work. We'll have to see if there's a deal breaker, and I'll see if I can pick up another one of these. What do you guys think of these Burst-the-Box figures? What do you think of them? Let me know down below. Always like when you guys weigh in on your opinions in the comments section. I always like reading your comments. And make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you are new to this channel or a long-time viewer. Make sure you hit that bell notification if you haven't done so already. And stay tuned, because there's going to be a whole lot of spookerific reviews still coming to this channel. We're, what, like a week and a half away from Halloween? I am so far behind on Halloween films, you have no idea. That's what happens when adult responsibility kicks in. Something has to be sacrificed, and apparently Michael Myers films totally had to get sacrificed so far. At least, at the very least, fittingly enough, the one Halloween film I did watch this year, if you followed me on Instagram and Twitter, I did watch Trick or Treat. So at least I got to see Sam this year. And then that would be fitting enough that we're looking at the Burst-the-Box version of Sam. It's almost as if I planned it. Actually, I picked up the Burst-the-Box of Sam after the fact. It was after. It wasn't before. Either way, guys, always like when you guys weigh in your comments down below. Always like reading your new comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that bell notification. And stay tuned, like I said, because there's going to be a whole lot of videos coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.